Usvartem lachem imacharos haShabbos. In this parsha, we're given the commandment of sefiras haomer. The Jews are commanded to count the 49 days between Pesach and Shmuz, 7 complete weeks. The Sefer Chinuch explains to us the reason for the mitzvah. He says Pesach commemorates Yetzias Mitzrayim, our leaving from Egypt. Shmuz commemorates Kabbalas Torah. And he explains that the countdown is an anxious countdown and a waiting for that grand day of receiving the Torah. When the Jews left Mitzrayim, they knew that there would be just 49 days till they received the Torah in Har Sinai. We count these days now in preparation to prepare ourselves for the receiving of the Torah, to commemorate and recognize the grandeur and greatness of that day. But the Sefer Chinuch says one powerful point. He says part of the reason we count is because to the Jews then, the receiving of the Torah was the greatest thing imaginable. Greater, he says, even than their freedom. They counted with such an anticipation, with such a joy, because they knew that grand day was coming. They knew they were to receive the Torah in Har Sinai. That was to them a greater joy than even their freedom. Therefore, as they counted, we count now. And that Sefer Chinuch is quite difficult to understand. If we can imagine what it's like to be a Jew in Mitzrayim, oppressed, tortured, we'd imagine that the single greatest joy in the world would be freedom. Yet the Sefer Chinuch is telling us that receiving the Torah to the Jews then was a greater joy. They looked forward to it with greater anticipation than even their freedom. And the question is, how could that be? How could a slave want anything more than freedom? How could a person ever imagine anything sweeter and more desirous than being a free man? And I believe the answer to that question is understanding what the Jews in Mitzrayim lived through and what levels they reached because of it. The Jews living in Mitzrayim then saw a complete, utter revelation of Hashem's hand. They lived through 10 months of Hashem showing himself to be the creator, orchestrator, and maintainer of all of physicality. And because they saw Hashem revealed so clearly, they were able to cut through this darkness, cut through this mirage of life. Every Jew within the core of their essence understands certain points, one of which is I was created, put on this planet for a few short years to grow and to accomplish, and for eternity I will be that which I shape myself into. In the busyness of life, in the darkness of physicality, those truths get clouded up, but there are moments of clarity. When the Jews lived through the 10 Makkos, when they lived through Kriyas Yamsuf, they saw Hashem so palpably, so clearly right there, that all the shrouds of darkness were lifted, and they understood with absolute clarity of vision why they were here, and they understood the value of a moment. And at that point, they also understood the tremendous opportunity of receiving the Torah. The Torah is the single greatest nourishment for the soul of man. The Torah is our guidebook. The Torah is the one guarantee that a Jew has of reaching perfection. Because they had that clarity of understanding, that was the greatest joy. Granted, they were very, very much looking forward to their freedom. Granted, their freedom was something that was tremendous to them, but because they had such a tremendous clarity of vision, even greater than their freedom was receiving the Torah, they counted anxiously, looking forward for that day. This concept is very applicable to us as we count, as we prepare. It teaches us the tremendous value of the Torah and teaches us how to prepare and be ready for the day of Shmuz, Kabbalas Torah.